should be able to see the person. I'm 70, man. I can't see y'all. I don't wear glasses.
We have head coach Kelvin Sampson, and on your far left, point guard Milos Uzan, trying to track down Emanuel Sharp right now. If you have a question, raise your hand and ask away. Kelvin, look at the
Yeah. You know, they're starting to figure out our formula for success. For instance, we couldn't hit water if we fell out of the boat tonight. Everybody has nights like that. I don't care, especially in October. Our freshmen are just trying to keep from screwing something up. But we had 62 shot attempts tonight. 62. They had 40. So we had 22. That's always been part of our formula. We turn it over with freshmen 9 times. That would be in the top 5 in the nation. They turn it over 16 times. So if we don't turn it over and they turn it over, and we offensive rebound, we missed 40 shots tonight and got 19 of them back. That is the way we've played around here forever. That's why in the last 8 years, our record is, what is it? What's our record the last 8 years? Somebody's telling me the other day, I forgot. We've averaged almost 30 wins a year for 8 years, playing exactly that way. Not a lot of teams can win on nights the ball don't go in. We've been really good at that. Duke game was no different than tonight. They're a really good defensive team. Duke was a really good defensive team. So is Mississippi State. They're a good defensive team. That team went to the NCAA tournament last year. The little Hubbard kid was first team all SEC. He might be preseason SEC player of the year. I mean, he's really good. I don't know if we're going to see a tougher kid to cover. They got good size. I mean, they're an SEC team. So, but both these teams are going to get a lot better. I saw good flashes, good moments. Sunak had 10 rebounds. Your stat sheet may say 9, but it was 10. I thought his defense is rebounding. Emanuel's defense, they got us going, but I think we held them to, what was the halftime score in various stat sheet? 18. Yeah. It's hard to do. Hard to hold an SEC team to 18 points and a half. So, but you know, it's October the 26th. That's kind of what you're supposed to look like. October 26th. Thanks.
Yes.
You guys, if you want to ask a question, send a flare up. Could you get any further back? What?
Looking at Keeson, how do you think he did his performance?
First half I thought was really good. Second half, I don't think he's as near as aggressive he needs to be. But I thought the first half he was. Freshman, you know, this time last year he was playing whoever Brennan High School plays against. He's out there tonight playing against a SEC backcourt. So they'll have their moments of growth, and then they'll have their moments where they look good. But all freshmen do. Even the ones you guys think are perfect, they'll have their tough moments too.
Chancellor, did you have a question? You good? Okay. We'll go here.
Chancellor's too good for questions at this thing. He waits till the lights are on. He's Hollywood. Look at him. I thought Milo's length, we wanted to put some length on him. And it's hard to hold him down. How many points did he have total? He had 18. We averaged 18 last year in the SEC. It's best league in college basketball last year. I thought we did a good job on him. Anytime he took 16 shots and scored 18 points. That's pretty good. You're not going to stop that kid. Nobody is. He's good. And they got a really good coach, too. Coach Jams, he knows what he's doing. Their team is they're going to a lot of games. They were an NCAA tournament team last year, and I'm sure there'll be another one, NCAA tournament team again this year. This is good for both teams. You know, a month from now, you won't recognize either team. But this early in the season, I don't get carried away. It's like last year, we started off 4-3. I didn't get carried away with that either.
Chris, you got a question?
Yeah.
All right.
Kelvin, you know, for a team starting, two young guys to come out with that defensive intensity, I think
Yeah.
it took them 7.5 minutes
Yeah.
to get in the first.
Yeah, no, that's right. But, I think you should be good at what you emphasize. Teams that aren't very good defensively, they're a bad shooting night from getting blown out. We had a poor shooting night. It's not like we didn't have open shots. We just didn't make them. And the good news is in the second half, we went and got just about all of them. Over the years, we've been really good at winning games when we don't shoot well because we have a definitive plan on how to win. Game that comes to mind was after we beat Syracuse and Rutgers, we played Oregon State to go to the Final Four in 2021. We had 22 offensive rebounds in that game. We shot 32%. And somebody had the nerve to say that was an ugly win. Really? In my career, I've never had an ugly win. There's some ugly losses, but never, as long as you win the game. For you young guys, do not draw pictures beside the score. It just says win and lose. So don't try to be the smartest guy in the room and act like we're supposed to look like we do in March tonight. Everybody understands that, right? I'm gonna make everybody sign this sheet and say, don't be writing dumb shit tonight.
Emanuel, having you, Milos, and Kingston out there together, how does that, start opening things up in a lot of guys'
It's great just because I know how unselfish all three of us are. We're all willing to move the ball. And I think that's when we're at our best, is when the ball is moving. Milos and King are two of the best facilitators, in the country, I think. And we're still getting better. It's going to take time for us to, create that chemistry and, build that comfortability on the floor together. So, it's early. We're going to continue to, try to connect on offense and, most importantly, on defense, too.
I have time for one or two more.
The other thing that I noticed tonight was last year the main guys we played through was neither one of these guys. It was Jalen Roberts and LJ Cryer. Those were our first in almost everything we ran, and these guys were players that played off them. Now, JoJo and I think that probably was the most shot attempts JoJo's had in a game. I'm assuming it is. He doesn't usually shoot that much, but he's going to have to this year. I can't tell you how happy I was with CNAC the second half. First half, he played like a true freshman. Played like what he is, an 18-year-old kid. Him and Kingston both. That was a good point you made, Chris, about freshmen doing that defensively. Because Mississippi State doesn't play freshmen in their starting lineup. All those guys are SEC guys. So for our freshmen to go and do that in the first half, that's a step in the right direction. We got a long way to go, obviously, as do all teams this time of year. But I saw enough good things tonight that we can go to film and correct some things, and we have a week before they count. So we'll keep working and getting better.
Got time for one more if anybody's got it.
Being able to run things through JoJo, you did that in the Final Four summit. How do you see him early in the offense?
Well, JoJo didn't have a summer. Since the season ended on April 7th, JoJo's practiced 1 week, and that was this week. Before that, he never practiced. He played some in the first scrimmage, but he never practiced going in. I think he could play 90 seconds, we had to take him out. Same with Khalifa. And I thought Khalifa had some good moments tonight. He's going to be okay. You know, everybody's in a new role. You know, Milos is not used to taking as many shots. He took 15 shots tonight. Emanuel took 15. JoJo took 14. That's probably what the shot distribution right now should be. Those aren't guys, I don't worry about their percentage. I might get frustrated at them sometime, but every shot they shot tonight, they need to take. Actually, Emanuel's got to, when people lock and chase him into the paint off our wide pin down action, he's got to get to his floater and shoot that ball. And not be trying to throw the ball, especially to Khalifa, for God's sake.
Coach Miles, Emanuel, thank you for your time.